Hi everyone. It is 10:16 on Friday night and I am really tired. I'm tired because for the last 3 days I have been arguing with Google's Gemini, its AI assistant, trying to get it to place value bets on my gambling accounts. That's right. Fed up of losing, fed up of not having a system that worked, I asked an AI chatbot to come up with a successful way of gambling. I gave it a series of criteria that I wanted it to evaluate, and it came up with some amazing results. Here's what happened. Day one, I gave it the criteria and a small selection of races, and it came back with some scores. Scored each horse based on the likelihood of its chance to win, and from that it was able to cross-reference a fair value price. Now you're looking at my screen and you're seeing what it said. It told me that a horse named Mount Fuji Park was most likely to win in the 150 at Utoxeter. It said that its fair value price should be around 7 or 8 to 1. But I could not believe when I went to look at the bookmakers' prices on day one, the first horse that I looked at, Mount Fuji Park, was valued at 28 to 1. But I thought I'd put my money where my mouth is and back it. So I did. Small stakes, and this is what happened. Mount Fuji Park is the one in the lead in the green silks. Could you imagine? I was screaming the house down. I'd used AI to correctly pick a horse at 28 to 1 that was leading up to the final fence. He's absolutely stacked it there, but he's come through. It's neck and neck. Look at this finish. He was behind. Nails it. 28 to 1. I could not believe it. I used really, really small stakes. Here's the bet. I used £1 stakes. I didn't know what I was putting myself up for, to be honest. I didn't really trust the system that much. I didn't want to gamble too much. So I used £1 stakes. But it won £17.50 off a quid. But not just that, I placed 4 bets that day. You can see another that lost. 2 lost, but 2 won. I could not believe it. It had to be beginner's luck. Day 2 came around and I gave it the challenge of analysing more bets, more races, more horses, and that is where it started to do my absolute head in. It started to come up with random pieces of data, and instead of admitting when it couldn't find the answer to something, it was just making it up. I kept arguing with it. What are you doing? And it kept apologising to me. I noticed that one of the horses that I'd backed was not suitable for the ground at all. Completely right to call me out. I apologise for the repeated inaccuracies and systemic errors. Thank you. So yeah, I placed 5 bets on day 2, and every single one failed. I'd completely lost confidence in the system. And to be honest, I was spending so much time trying to find the answers to what on earth it was going on about, but I completely lost confidence. On to day 3, what was I going to do? So day 3 came around and I started going through the race cards again. I started going through the selections, the horses, the scoring metrics. I started asking for the data, and it was such a challenge. The AI chatbot was just giving me the wrong information time after again, and I just ran out of time to be able to look at the data in detail and to find suitable races. And it was a nightmare, but I wasn't prepared to give up because I'd come this far. So I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to ask it for its best selection of the day. So that's what I did. I said, can you name the best selection for today? What's the best value out of all the horse racing data I've given you? And it came up with one horse. That was Lady Dublin in the 305 at Thirsk. So what did I do? Well, I went onto the betting exchanges and I put all my money on it. I put 100 quid on the nose on Lady Dublin at the 305 at Thirsk. There she goes on the outside in the black silks. Cheek pieces at the front, in the lead, hands and heels, little tap round the side, winning by a length, winning by a length and a half. Easy, easy peasy. Couldn't believe it. But guess what? The criteria was very clear. The best value bet was Lady Dublin, but only, as you can see here, where the fair odds was 6.06. My bet didn't get matched. I didn't win 400 quid or 500 quid. I didn't win anything. The question must remain, is this a good way of placing bets? Honestly, I don't know. But I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep trying. Can I make it work? Let's see. It's been bloody hard. I'm going to have a break. Thanks for watching.